how's it going? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. In this video, it's kind of like a little day in the life sort of vlog where I'm just working on a couple of different things. So please enjoy the video. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing, leaving a like, leaving a comment. It lets me know that you are enjoying the video and helps my little channel grow. All right, thanks. Enjoy the video. So this is my current packaging. Now I don't know if you can see this, but when I'm putting my wax melts into these baggies, and then also when they're getting handled, like how they were at the fall market, the wax will, you know, it smudges a little bit on the inside, and this doesn't look good. You know, I don't really feel comfortable sending this to a customer like this. So a couple of weeks ago, I had tested out using wax paper and cutting it into like 6x6 square, and then putting the warning label on the back as a way to kind of seal it shut. Although the plastic does preserve the scent just a little bit longer than something like this might, this does look better, and I mean, presentation certainly is part of selling a product. The paper still does a decent job, and these don't exactly sit around forever on my shelf, and they always go into their own separate container too. So I'm going to work on changing up my packaging. I will have to take a picture of, I'll gather several different scents packaged in the new way and take a nice picture of them and include that in my listings, because it's a lot of work to go back and re-photograph all of my, like, what do I even have right now, 30 something scents. So eventually that would be the goal, but for right now. Okay, go to about 6 inches, have them all pretty well lined up. There we go. Yeah, perfect. So there's our 6-inch squares. I bet I can go through all these, probably. They're pretty darn thin. Okay, 6 inches. You pull it out carefully and just set it right back down in the middle here. And then if I'm going to use this, I need to get this off of here now. There we go. Then we're not wasting so much. And then down just a little bit. So that's kind of the idea there. And I don't have my labels out here with me right now, so I'm just gonna put it back in its box and I'll relabel them later on, because I know I'm going to have to reprint more labels. Yeah, okay. Like, I want them to be as neat looking as possible, but I don't want to be ripping a whole bunch of wax paper and then I just end up wasting a whole bunch of wax paper. If I wanted to, I could kind of like push the sides down like that a little bit. Okay, so that's Cranberry Woods. I'm gonna grab another scent now. We'll go on to Rustic Trail. There's more in this one to do. Rustic Trail has this like very fresh sort of scent, but also kind of musk cologne type of a vibe to it as well. Try to reuse what I can. And that one didn't get in there. There we go. So that time I folded that just a little bit differently and it made the folding on the back easier. So I may have to go about it that way and just kind of work on those corners. I have the dehydrator running, it's kind of loud, so I'm going to keep this short and I'll add some music onto this. So first off, this chocolate chip banana bread recipe is from theroastedroot.net. I found it on Pinterest, so that's what I have up on my iPad there. Before anybody goes crazy about the bananas, so these bananas were in the freezer, and this is what happens to bananas when you put them in the freezer. They're now thawed out because I took them out last night and they've been in the fridge. So what happens is I'll have some bananas on my counter and my kids and I we're not eating them. They're starting to get too ripe. I put them in the freezer and this is what happens. So no, there's nothing wrong with them. They just turn dark when they are put in a freezer. Okay, so and then the other thing is, this is the gluten-free flour that I really like using. This one is from Divided Sunset. It's available at Walmart. I don't think it's sold anyplace else. It is certified gluten-free. It is a rice flour base, tapioca starch, potato starch, xanthan gum, and salt. I'm gonna get started on this recipe here. And the other thing too, I think last thing here, the recipe uses butter in it, but because I am eating dairy-free as well, I will be using coconut oil instead. And you know, everybody has their own way of doing things and different ingredients they want to use. This is just what I am choosing to use, and I usually do like 3/4 to 1 cup ratio when it comes to coconut oil. I know online it tends to suggest 1:1. I think it sometimes depends on how many other liquids you have in your recipe as well. So, okay, I'm gonna get started.